Hey folks, welcome back to another Club Star Wars. Okay, so this is from Bounding into Comics. A new Darth Vader comic continues the destruction of Star Wars with dump reveal about Luke Skywalker or Anakin's severed hand. Okay, this is an article by John F. Trent, and here we go. The latest Darth Vader comic, published by Marvel Comics and written by Greg Pak, with art by Raphael Ienco, continues to affirm that Lucasfilm, Marvel, and Disney have absolutely no clue what they are doing with Star Wars, in case you forgot. In Darth Vader, number 11, the book begins with Vader attempting to challenge Emperor Palpatine, but he is quickly defeated when the Emperor uses the Force to have some kind of giant squid creature choke itself with its tentacles. Okay. From there, Vader joins into the depths of the Temple of Exegol. Vader journeys into the depths of the Temple on Exegol, where he walks past what appear to be the beginning stages of the Snoke clones. Not only does he pass these Snoke clones, but he also walks past the severed right hand that the Emperor appears to describe as the scalpel of creation. Okay. There you go, you can see that there. Is this a Snoke clone screaming underwater? In the liquid it's in. Back to tank or whatever it is. Yeah. Oh my word. It's so stupid. It's unclear who this hand belongs to. It's possible it could be Luke Skywalker's hand that Vader severed in his fight against Luke in the Empire Strikes Back. Or it could be Anakin's own hand that was severed along with much of his arm in his fight against Count Dooku at the end of Attack of the Clones. That's Luke's hand, isn't it? Surely. If it was Anakin's, it would have more. It would have needed a bigger jar because it would more arm to fit in the into the jar. So yeah, that's Luke's. Marvel Comics and Lucasfilm previously toyed with the idea that Palpatine created Anakin Skywalker in Charles Soule's Darth Vader number 25. In that book, Vader enters into a Force vision on Mustafar, where he sees the Emperor using the Force to impregnate Shmi Skywalker. So this is what you got to see in the comic, but don't believe everything you see. However, Lucasfilm's story group member, Matt Martin, claimed this was not the implication of the book. He wrote on his Twitter back in 2019, "It's part of my job to ensure the stories are aligned with the overall vision of Star Wars. If the intention was to make a direct connection between Palps and Anakin's birth, I would have had it removed." Charles Soule, who penned the script for Darth Vader 25, also stated, "I am, in fact, the writer. Matt and I work closely on this series, and this point in particular. I hate explaining stuff in my work in too much detail, but you need to understand the scenario happening here. The dark side is not a reliable narrator." It's not just the dark side who is an unreliable narrator, Matt Martin is as well. If you remember, Martin is the same Lucasfilm story group member who claims canon is all fake anyway. As if you didn't know. I mean, the fact that it's fake is, yes, it's a made up story. You can still take it seriously. It's not something to be toyed with. It's have a little bit of respect for the story. Back in May 2020, he tweeted, "So to summarise, there is a reason that we need to internally know what is and isn't canon, so we can keep our line of official storytelling as aligned as possible, but that doesn't mean fans can't individually pick and choose what they want to accept as true." He added, "It's all fake anyway, so you can choose to accept whatever you want as part of the story." Well, I think most fans are doing that with the sequel trilogy, aren't they? We're choosing not to have that as a story because it's clear that Lucasfilm have no respect for the story. They don't even have respect for their own story. Anyway, and this seems to be what Lucasfilm, Marvel Comics, and Disney have embraced. None of the stories matter because they see them as fake. Exactly. They obviously thought Return of the Jedi was fake, since they brought Palpatine back in a cloned body in The Rise of Skywalker, despite him clearly being killed in Return of the Jedi. Exactly. He was dead. You know, it's rubbish. Absolute rubbish that they brought him back. You know, the story group are bankrupt when it comes to creating stories. They're just rerunning what's happened before because they can't compete with the mind of George Lucas. Put it that way. Anyway, not only that, but they continue to tell stories like the one in Darth Vader 11 that attempt to explain the rise of Skywalker, and the more they attempt to explain, the more it's clear they really have no clue what they are doing. And he finishes off down here with, Star Wars is dead, Disney killed it, now they are just desecrating its corpse. Yeah, well, pretty much. I think that's what's happening there. Yeah, Luke Skywalker's hand, they're using that to explain Snoke. That's how they created Snoke. So wait a minute, I mean, didn't we already get told that is this supposed to be explaining where Rey comes from as well? Like, it's giving Rey a bit more of a backstory and giving her the actual blood or DNA of Luke Skywalker, of the Skywalkers. So she didn't actually take the name. She's literally related. You know, it's bad. It is so bad. The fact that they have to go back and explain stuff like this in these comics, and it's not even a good explanation. It's rubbish. They're just making it up as they go along, painting by numbers, without the numbers. Rubbish. I will not be buying any of this crap. I'm sorry. It's poor. It's poor. I mean, this is coming from Lucasfilm and Disney, who are multi-billion-dollar corporations who could hire the best writers they wanted to, but they don't. They hire people with an agenda. So it seems to me anyway. Anyway, tell me what you guys think in the comments below, and hit the like button if you want, and subscribe if you want. That would help us out a lot. So we'll catch you on the next video. Okay, bye bye.